You don't have one, but that's all right.
You're ready.
Baba do booey.
What is that?
Well, yeah, yeah. It's just sativa.
I was
Pick
gonna
up.
say yeah, but it sounds so familiar.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So Saline Washington said he made all his students come see us for the next 3 weeks, all our kids, and they got to sign a paper,
Oh, wow.
Oh, that makes sense.
saying that they actually,
Oh, okay.
that actually showed up,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
which makes sense.
Yeah, that's good.
You guys ready?
Yeah. All right, just let us know when it's official over there with the
Oh
live.
yeah, we gotta wait for him.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I forgot about
Gotta
that.
make it official with the live stream.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
We starting with
Yeah,
Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Yeah.
the reverse, It's gonna start dark, starting a little dark.
Yeah.
we'll start a little.
Clear the room out.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh, we should go ahead and play
Okay,
John's
don't worry about it.
brother.
Baby.
They'd be like,
Right.
Y'all ready?
Yeah,
Oh, thank you, brother. Next door, huh? All right, here we go.
all right, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, you guys, you go ahead.
Here we go.
All Thank you very much. That song was a song written by a young man named Stephen Judkins, or Stephen Morris Judkins, better known as Stevie Wonder. Those of us who know that, we know that because we're from a city that he grew up in. Uh, no, not Pontiac. Now, Ann Arbor, right? No, 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 no. Stevie Wonder is from Detroit. And there are a few Detroiters in this room, so we say, yeah, up here. So we'll talk about that in a little while, Detroit. Where is that? What up, though? See, y'all before y'all can even get to it, they already on that. That's cool. But welcome to the Miracle, because now we're all in Inglewood. We're all here in our beautiful spot in our community, Inglewood, which I'm a resident, and one of the musicians here is a resident, and we're glad to be, in this community because we love it over here, and we've been here a while, and it's a great place to be. It reminds us of Detroit a lot of times with certain things, and so we're glad. I'm a 20-year resident. I'm glad to have been here a minute over here, But the Miracle Theater is a venue that is here. Brother Owen Smith, long before COVID, decided that this theater was a great place to acquire. I'm sure people said that's absolutely crazy at that time period, but he was able to acquire it, and his family and his wife, and they have this lovely venue that is now one of the premier venues in the South Bay for live entertainment. Not just in this lobby, but there's a major theater behind this wall in which a lot of the great productions and a lot of comedy shows and concerts and plays and talks and all kind of things happen in this theater. So make sure you look at the schedule of the Miracle Theater. There's some really good comedy shows here. Some really great A-list comedians are here on a regular basis. So make sure you check that out. But every Thursday, of course, is Jazz Thursdays with various and rotating groups. We're glad to be in the rotation and glad to be here on this second day of November. Let me tell you who's playing. He's from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. His brother and he are great musicians, and they are great composers. And they are multi-genre. They have their feet in the jazz world, very well immersed in the jazz world. They're also very much in the hip-hop world with the OGs of this hip-hop movement, like Dr. Dre and people of that nature. There also are parts of organizations like Dave Chappelle. They've been the fire behind him sometimes for quite a while. They're also composers. They wrote the music for the Tracy Morgan TV show, The Last OG. They wrote the last season of music for that. They're from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Give Brother Chris Lowry a big hand on trumpet. On the bass, I always get it confused from San Antonio and New Orleans because it's always it's enough.
Spent time in New Orleans.
Okay, but which one is it actually? I know it was Texas. Yeah, I mean, but I'm only saying that because we played gigs there. Okay, but yeah, he is from Dallas. He's from he played me a gig in Deep Ellum, right, that's right. He played with people like Fred Sanders. I mean, these are the guys I know in Dallas, and Brother Quamon Fowler, Marshall Ivory, James Clay, all the great Texas tenors, and just beautiful people. So we're glad that he's here. He's been here a long time. He's a great musician. He's an A-list. He played with Natalie Cole for a long time. He's an A-list bass player. He gets to play with all the great names and has played with some of the greatest names in this music. He's also an educator. He is a professor at USC and maybe another school. I don't know, but that's the main one. We'll just say that one. That's enough. USC, and he is a great musician, composer, and is a very steady and wonderful person. Please give Edwin Livingston a big hand on the bass. On drums from Waukegan, Illinois, on drums. This young man has a body of work that is beyond compare, beyond category. as Duke would say. He's played with many great musicians. He's recorded over 300 to 400 albums with various musicians, and under his own name, there's several, and he's also recorded with a lot of the names that we consider important in this music. He also was a 15-year member, a former member of The Tonight Show for 15 and a half years. He was on The Tonight Show. Please give my brother from another mother, the one and only Marvin Smitty Smith, a big hand on the drums. Now, for the What Up Doe. Yours truly, I'm from Detroit, Michigan.
What up, though?
What up, Doe? What up, Doe? And no, you didn't hear any silence. You heard what up, Doe. And I'm glad to be here. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I played with a lot of people, done a lot of things as well, and been fortunate to play with some of the greatest names in the music and record and do all the things that we do as professional musicians. And, you know, I'm also a professor of this instrument at UCLA. That's why I waited. Didn't want to go through all y'all. But you know, but since neither one of us went to any of those schools, we don't have that beef. We just want the check to happen when it's supposed to. All right. And we're just glad to be here, and I'm glad to be a resident of Inglewood. I am the commissioner at large of the Inglewood's Arts Commission, so I'm happy to be that. I'm glad to see my friends. There's a couple of Detroiters in here. There's some friends, but there's one guy. He can testify that I just picked this thing up a year or two ago. He can testify to me seeing me in the lunchroom or the gymnasium playing the guitar in high school. And he's an educator, one of the top educators in the community now, a great person. He's known me for a long time from Detroit. Brother Ernest, Dr. Ernest Black back there. Give him a big hand. He got the hat on. And Kimberly Mosley, you know, she's from Detroit too. I didn't know her back then. I probably did, but you know, I probably really did, but you know how that is, you know, back then. But she's from Detroit too, along with her great friends who are friends of mine. We'll introduce them later. But we want to just keep going. We're going to play a tune now. That was Stevie Wonder's tune, so we had to do it, you know. So right now we're going to do a tune by Wayne Shorter entitled Black Nile. And I just looked across the street and saw the club, so that's why I said that.
bro.
That's your note. I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
I hear you, bro. I hear you, bro.
So this next tune is a tune that really took, this next tune is a tune, when I heard it, it took me by surprise. Because there was a place in New York, in Harlem, there were several places, but one of them was a place called St. Nick's Pub. Chris knows about that, and Smitty, everybody know about that. St. Nick's Pub, and they had a jam session. Most of the time, it was some form of a jam session, you know, at all times. And there'd be various people in there from all walks of life and all cultures. And I remember this young lady was in there who didn't, I know she wasn't from Harlem. You know, she's from Dallas. I didn't know that at the time. And she would come in and she'd sing these different tunes and stuff. And she was always cool and very nice and, you know, just cool people and could sing and was, you know, was cool. Then one day when I'm listening to the radio, I hear this tune, which is really a nice tune. And the dude goes, "This is by Nora Jones." I said, "Nora Jones? That Nora Jones?" And I checked it out. It was the same Nora Jones. And then to make life even deeper, her father is Ravi Shankar, the great sitar player from India. I didn't know that. So there's quite a musical lineage in her. So we're going to go ahead and do this tune now that was very popular. We'll do it our way. Thank you. Don't know why. Don't know why they're not here because we put it on Facebook, we put it on Instagram, we put it. I don't know why they didn't come. I have no idea. Right now, we're going to do a tune. Yeah. There's a lot of great smiles in here. Great smiles. And I remember on a Saturday morning, I heard this tune. It's from a movie, but I remember one version, Earl Garner version, that got played a lot on Saturday morning of this particular tune that we're going to play. It's about smiles. It's written by a great guy, Johnny Mandel. Johnny Mandel. And I was able to spend a couple moments with Johnny Mandel before he got out of here. And I didn't even realize it, how blessed it was. It's been a couple things that has happened to me. We play these, what we call banquet gigs and stuff, and sometimes the band has to sit where they tell you to sit. So this particular time, I was doing this gig, and they put me at this table with this old white guy, really old. And he was so old, he was sitting there like he was playing a piano. I said, oh, this poor thing, man, this man, he's lost it, Because there was a band playing, he was playing along with them. And I was like, wow, that's interesting, And then they started bringing other people over, and the event planner said, yeah, I knew you wanted to sit next to Johnny Mandel. I was like, wow, that's who that is? And then I started thinking of all the tunes he wrote, like Emily. And he wrote the theme from MASH and A Time for Love and all these beautiful tunes. So I was blessed that time. Then the other one was when I was at this thing in Atlanta, and they said, you're going to be at table number 1. Just play your set, solo guitar, and then go to table number 1. I said, okay, table number 1, that must be where everybody that don't matter is at table number 1, and it's easier for them to remember which table don't matter, because it's one. Everybody don't matter is at table number 1. However, when I got down, I walked up, there were 3 ladies sitting there, and I looked, and I couldn't say anything, Brother Ernest, because I was just shocked. One was Maya Angelou. One was Nancy Wilson. And one was Dr. Coretta Scott King. And the lady just looked at me and smiled, who set me down. And I never will forget the conversation, because I didn't say anything at first. I just sat there and introduced myself. And I remember all the velvet voices. Miss Angelou said, you remind me of a distant friend. It was deep the way she said it, too. I said, wow. And then Miss Wilson said, Wes would have been proud of you, because she knew Wes Montgomery very well and played with Wes. And the one that got me bit bad was when Dr. Coretta Scott King said, Martin loved jazz. And I'm sitting here like, wow, I'm sitting with these ladies at this table. This is life-changing for me. When I left there, I said, wow, I can keep doing this because it's appreciated, So those were the 2 times. So anyway, that's why this long story is about this tune written by Johnny Mandel. And I see all these smiling ladies out here, and we're going to play this tune, The Shadow of Your Smile, from the movie The Sandpiper. You know where it's at.
Yeah.
The shadow of your smile, even when you're not there. Wow. That's seriously a lyric. The shadow of your smile when you're not there. Wow. We're going to play one last song here this set. We got another set of music, but we're going to play one more. This is one of my favorites. It's about a particular delicacy. It's frowned upon by many, and they definitely don't serve it here. But one of my mentors wrote the song, Brother Kenneth Earl Burrell from Detroit, Michigan, and it's called Chitlins Con Carne. Thanks so much. And on that note, C literally, we're going to we're going to take a small break. Have some I'm gonna pour libations from my ancestors. I'm gonna pour the libations from my ancestors, and we got another set of music for you. So hang around and get another drink and hang out and talk amongst yourselves. You know, all that good stuff. And we'll be right back. Thank you.
I've been traveling the world. Yeah. I've been traveling the world. Feel like Peter, I'ma go a little bit far. I feel so high. But I'm too far away. So where you are, yeah, yeah, yeah. Where are you when I need you still? Would you be around? Where are you when I need you? Won't you be around?
See the curtains hanging in the window in the evening on a Friday night. Little light shining through the window, let me know everything is alright. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Jasmine in my mind. See the paper laying on a sidewalk, little music from the house next door. So I walk on up to the doorstep, through the screen and across the floor. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. When I come home from a hard day's work, and you're waiting there, not a care in the world, See the smile waiting in the kitchen, food cooking in a place for two. Feel the arms that reach out to hold me in the evening when the day is through. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Sing a song. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Summer breeze, summer breeze, yeah. Summer breeze.
Spreading over me with each breath I take. A wonderful sensation is spreading over me with each breath I take. A wonderful sensation is spreading over me with each breath I take. Spreading over me with each breath I take. Is spreading over me with each breath I take. Is spreading over me with each breath I take. Are you a god? No. Are you an angel? No, no, no. Are you a prophet? Prophet, 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 prophet. Are you a god? God, 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 God. Are you a god? No.
Na 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 na. Ooh. Na 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 na. Ooh.
couldn't like. No, I'm talking about icy. Yeah.
But he should.
When you go in,
He needs to learn. Yeah, buddy. Yep, yeah, man.
but I still talk. I still. So yeah, no. Rob Turner, Robert Turner, yeah, it was him.
Well, what would you like to start with, Jack?
I don't know. I'm talking to everybody right now. Oh, I know. Blues
Wait a minute,
on the other side of town.
Oh, the Horace Parlor team?
Yeah, B flat blues.
Yeah, B flat.
Horse Parlor, that's the thing I haven't heard it.
Yeah, I think that's 5/4, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, 5/4.
Regular. Old school almost.
Yeah. Man, did he fix that thing? Okay.
I know, because having like
Yeah, 'cause that thing came off like 4-5
Yeah.
times in this.
But he put a thing on it.
Okay,
So,
cool.
so that one, and then,
that means it's coming up again. Right?
It's not. It is not. We're good.
then let's play See All, and then let's play a ballad.
Okay, cool. No, I was just curious.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
All right. Hey, let Edwin walk a couple. Let's just walk a couple chords before they bring in the melody. All right, here we go.
All right, we're gonna play a tune now that is one of my favorite tunes. It's written by the great trumpet player Lee Morgan, and I have a very close association with the tune because I used to just love the tune when I was in college and be just high school, and then I learned this tune. And then one day I was in a place called La Famille. You remember that, Smitty?
Yeah, yeah.
La Famille. And there was this middle-aged lady sitting there, and she said, we were just talking, she said, I enjoyed you playing and all of that. And she said, she asked me my name. I said, it's Jacques. I said, what's your name? She said, it's Ciora. I said, Ciora. She said, yeah. I said, do you know Lee Morgan? And she very, with a demure, coy thing, said, yeah, I know Lee. And that was the end of the conversation. And she was a very beautiful, kind of had that Diane Carroll vibe.
Lee had good taste.
Yeah. And it was like she had like a Diane Carroll vibe on her, but longer hair. And I was like, wow, I think this is what it's about. So over the years, I went on and I really loved the tune. It's just a beautiful tune. So when I had my youngest daughter, I named her Ciora, after this beautiful Lee Morgan tune. I'll set it up, and it's featuring our lovely trumpet player, Brother Chris Lowry.
Also from that's Lee Morgan.
Oh, I didn't say Philly when Chris was introduced. It's very. Oh well, he's from like Delaware though. He. Okay, all right. Well, this is Lee Morgan is from Philly and Chris is from Philly. So Clifford is from Delaware. All right, and I got it. And Lee Morgan is from actually Philly. So Chris is from Philly. There's a connection there. But Delaware is part of that extremely. Delaware is definitely part of that. Ciora. Now this next tune is going to be a ballad. And we have some, I'm particular when it comes to vocalists. Particular is a good word. Particular. Because, we all think we can sing in the shower. We think, and we really can. That doesn't mean that it's performance ready. So a lot of people that, because of the advent of the open mic and karaoke, there are a lot of people that feel like they are ready for Carnegie Hall, but they're not quite ready for Carnegie Hall. There's some great vocalists in the room tonight. They hang out together, and they're really great vocalists, but two of them decided they weren't going to sing tonight, which is also a beautiful thing. When you can really sing, you don't have to sing all the time. But one of them didn't tell me she wasn't going to sing, so you're not singing either? So all three, the trio, is not going to sing now. Okay, but that's okay. That's okay. And we don't force them. If they don't want to, that's the sign of professionalism. Well, it depends. It depends. But no, we got another tune we're going to play.
Hating on my freedom.
Oh shit! That caught me for a minute. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, that one.
He said the train version. He said
Yeah,
the train.
thanks, brother. Where you want it? Put it where you want it.
just the two of us. Rest in peace, Bill Withers. Rest in peace. We're going to play one last song for you. And this tune, I'm big on the veneration of my ancestors, those that are in my bloodline and those that have poured into my life in various ways. You know, they didn't have to be in my bloodline. And one of these people is the late, great Pharoah Sanders, who was just honored in this room last month. But Pharoah was more than just a musician. He was like my mentor and almost, I will say, like a parent figure. You know, he was like a parent figure. I had a great father, and Pharoah and him were, but Pharoah was there too. And I used to hang out with Pharoah like 2 or 3 times a week, and we go eat and just talk. No music, you know, we just talk about life and things. And we go shop and buy furniture and shoes and things, just regular life events, you know. You know, he used to talk about people he would call. We'd be in the car and a John Coltrane piece would come on. He'd say, "Listen to John. Listen to John, man. That John was something." And I'm thinking Coltrane. He's calling him John like I say Chris, Smitty, and Edwin. You know, he's like John. That John was something. You know, and so he joined the Ancestors. I was there the night that they said it was pretty much it. It was going to be it. And I was there that evening. And I left, but he was still with us, and he transcended and joined the Ancestors. And I was he was a Muslim. I'm not, but they had the washing of the body, so I was able to be there to prepare the body for Pharoah Sanders as we interred him that day. So it's a very beautiful experience. Nothing sad about it. Very beautiful, actually. And we'll do a tune now that I want to close with because there's a lot going on in the universe. And my advice to you is there is really no advice, but if I was going to give you what I do, I mind my business. And when I say that, I don't mean in a way of I'm apathetic or not compassionate, but my business, I look at what I'm calling evil or bad and look inside of myself and ask myself, does any of that exist inside of myself? Do I want to throw a spiritual bomb on somebody? Do I have some spiritual hate or something? I look at myself very deeply because I can't really affect anything else unless I get myself together, you know what I'm saying? So it's very important that we look inside of ourselves and make sure that we're cool before we start looking at the internet and doing polls and watching TV and picking sides and arguing with folks at work and arguing with your families and disrespecting people, all that. Check yourself out. Make sure your channel is pure. And that takes work because, you know, it takes work to do that. You get up in the morning, you start checking what's going on with other folks, then that means you probably didn't meditate. You probably didn't get quiet. You probably didn't eat right. You probably didn't say the right thing to your loved one. So just if you spend time doing that on a regular basis, you'll see the other things that are occurring, which you have no control over whatsoever. You'll have that right kind of compassion, but you will affect your general surrounding, your energy around you will be cool. You dig? And if your energy around you gets cool, all our energy gets cool, then the energy spreads out, and it'll get cool everywhere. But if you picking sides and judging and, you know, going through all of that, well, hey, you know, well, then it's all the same thing. So this tune is the creator has a master plan. Now, when Pharaoh was here and we would do concerts, he would say this all the time. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. And he asked the audience to do that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Then he gave you the lyric. With his deep voice, he said, say this with me. The Creator has a working plan, peace and happiness for every man. The Creator has a working plan, peace and happiness for every man. The Creator has a working plan, peace and happiness for every man. The Creator has a working plan, peace and happiness for every man. The Creator has a master plan, peace and happiness throughout the land. The Creator has a master plan, peace and happiness for every man. The Creator has but one demand, peace and happiness throughout the land. The Creator has a master plan, peace and happiness throughout the land. I remember having a conversation one time talking about evil with Pharaoh. And Pharaoh, I said, Pharaoh, there's so much evil. He said, but if there's evil, there has to be goodness right next to it. So he said, be the goodness. Find the goodness. Because you can't have evil without goodness. Otherwise, you wouldn't know what evil is. That's evil. How do you know? So goodness must be somewhere right there, very close. We're glad to be here. We'll be here again soon, I'm sure. On trumpet, Chris Lowry. On bass, Edwin Livingston. On drums, Marvin Smitty Smith. Your humble servant. My name is Jacques Lesure. Thank you. Thank you, Owen. Thank you, Owen, the Miracle Theater. We'll probably see you all next month or something. Or as we say, we'll see you when we see you. Because you know why? We don't worry about it. Because the Creator has a master plan. 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 We'll see you all next time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Peace and blessings to everybody. Thank you so much. See you next time. Peace and blessings.